Hi again. Just want to give a quick update on Brexit following developments over the last couple of weeks. Just going to talk about three things in this video. First one is about approved organisations and the options that are now open to those. Personnel licensing for individuals and what options you've got. And then talk about UK operators and the possible applicability of Part TCO. So there's two things I want you to remember about this conversation, and that's really that regardless of whether we have a hard Brexit on the 29th of March next year or whether we get to a withdrawal agreement that takes us through to the end of the following year, these measures will actually apply and operators and individuals will have to take action if they're to remain engaged in the EU aviation environment. Final thing to remember is that, again, nothing is agreed until everything's agreed. For most organisations, EASA has now opened up the options for applying for a third country approval in place of the UK national one which exists at the moment. This, however, does not apply to AOC holders, which I shall talk about a little bit later on. So the details are on the EASA website about the process and the information that you need to provide to them in order to actually transition across to the new EASA approval. So you will be required to provide copies of the existing UK approval certificate, your certificate of incorporation or business registration, and then your latest audit report from the UK CAA with your corrective action plan. And at that point, I would advise you to think very carefully about the information that you provide to EASA. They will be looking for a clear root cause analysis to any findings, and then to look at whether you've addressed the individual finding or whether you've actually taken action to prevent recurrence of any findings that were registered. Sadly, it's not quite as simple for UK AOC holders. There are higher level negotiations on air service agreements which will have a bigger impact. But at some stage, UK AOC holders will need to apply for a Part TCO authorisation, which will give them authority to fly anywhere into the EU. It's expected that AOC holders that comply with the current EASA regulations will not have any difficulty in qualifying for the TCO authorisation. The UK government has stated that it will accept non-UK issued EASA licences through for the next 2 years. EASA is not going to reciprocate that. The best option for individuals is to talk to their employers about the transfer of their UK licence to another EU member state. Ireland in particular is accepting applications at the moment. Individuals should be aware that a fee will be incurred from the UK CAA for processing the application, although you will be applying to the overseas authority for the transfer. And remember to leave plenty of time for this transition because it will take time to get the documents together. I hope that you found this short video helpful, but if you need any further help or advice, then please don't hesitate to contact us. You can do that through info@bainsimmons.com.